We're going to be breaking down UFC 304, Edwards versus Muhammad 2. Got some pretty good reads for you guys today. We're going to be going through them. We're going to be ripping through the prelims, and then after I'll go a little bit more in depth into the fights I think everyone really kind of wants to talk about. We got some good fights. A lot of them very hard to break down. There's a couple that I still don't really. It's either like there's a lot of dog or pass situations, so we'll go through them. First, we have Mama B versus Alice. I think this is her first fight in the UFC. I think is this the girl? I think this is the girl that lost to Zhang Wei Li, like in the regional scene. This girl, the only thing is she's looked good, but she's looked good like beating absolute tomato cans. Like her last win was versus someone who was 0-3, and I think now she's like 0-6 or something. Absolute tomato cans she's been fighting. Shauna Bannon lost her first fight in the UFC, so this is her second fight now. She has pillows for hands. She has literally zero weight behind any of her punches. Um, give me falling asleep on this one. Next fight. Mick Parkin versus honestly, I don't know. But this is another this is a dogger pass situation because we don't know about this girl. She's been fighting cans and this girl just sucks. Everyone's taking Shauna Bannon. I mean, at least her strength of no 1 and 2. Her strength of schedule is a little bit better, and she lost to Bruno Brazil. Okay, I'll take Shauna Bannon by decision, but yeah, no one really cares. We got Mick Parkin over here versus Lucas Bresky. I think just Mick Parkin overall a little bit better put together. The only thing is his cardio is ass. No, this is not the guy. This is the guy. This guy's cardio is ass. He fought Walter Walker. Watch this fucking fight. You're gonna see him gas out against a punching bag. He's just hitting him. Walker's just standing there, and he's gassing out against someone that has literally nothing for him. So I'm taking Mick Parkin on this one pretty confidently. I'd say he's a lock, honestly. If you want to put him on your parlay, I would put him on the parlay. I am putting him on my parlay. Next fight, we have the man with the longest neck and chin I've ever seen in my life. This guy. For the first time I saw this guy fight, it was this one. When we got brutally knocked out, like one of the most brutal knockouts I've ever seen in my life. The second time I saw him fight was when he fought Johan Leonesi in Toronto. And we didn't see much from him. Like, honestly, we saw him just take Johan's back and submit him pretty easily. But the only thing about this guy is when he throws, he punches his neck comes up. But look at his fucking chin. Look at this guy's neck. I don't think it's possible for this guy to hide his chin. So he's very, very, very hittable. And Kiefer Crosby fucking cracks. The only problem is he's not very technical. He's not like. The thing is, I see a world where Crosby comes in and cracks him with an overhand right and just knockout done. Like, realistically, I'd say Sam Patterson is a little bit better put together, and I'd say it probably goes decision, or he finishes because he either most of his wins are by finish. I'm gonna say money line Patterson wins. Everyone thinks it's gonna be a submission. You know what? Fuck it. We'll go submission. We'll go submission round 3. But I see a world where Kiefer Crosby cracks him, and I don't think he should be anywhere near minus 440. So for me, this is dogger pass. Can't be betting on the Patterson because for personally me, I don't know where he would win. Maybe it's a submission, but all I know is he's very hittable, and I saw him go out bad. So for me, it's not a guy that I would really be putting any money on. Now we have this fight. I don't know why they moved it down so low, but it's a pretty good fight. It's another situation where, in my opinion, I think it's dogger pass because Mokaev should not be a minus 170 again after this Alex Perez fight. I don't think it should be minus 170 versus Cap. So for this reason, because I don't think he should be minus 170, I'm going to go with Cap. Realistically, I honestly see this fight as a 50-50 fight. But so this what's going to change the fight. If Mokaev is able to hold Cap down, he's going to win, right? So Mokaev is most likely going to win the first round. He's going to hold Cap down. If he can't find a submission in the first round, I'm taking Cap and I'll take him by either a round 3 knockout or a decision. I'm not 100% sure which one, but I would say either a round 3 knockout or a decision. We'll lock in round 3 knockout just because I want to be Mystic Mike and I want to call it. But Mokaev gasses pretty early. His cardio isn't the greatest. And I think against a super active guy like Cap, the only thing is Cap, sometimes I've seen him lay on his back and be a little bit comfortable there. He cannot be comfortable in this fight. If he wants to win the fight, he cannot be comfortable at all. He cannot be comfortable at all. If he's able to get up and start scrambling and like punching while they're wrestling, like I see him a lot when he's getting taken down. Instead of sprawling, he just punches the guy. Do that against Makayev. You're gonna gas him out. He's gonna be reshooting, and I think he's gonna gas out in the first round, or he finishes him in the first round. It's not. This is not a lock, but it's a pretty good underdog to put some money on. Next, Obon Elliott versus Preston Pressure Parsons. Um, I forgot my read on this one, so we're gonna skip it. It's not very interesting either to me. We have Modestus Buakauskas versus Marcin Prachio. Straight up, I'm just taking Buakauskas. I think he's more put together, more well rounded, and I think if he's gonna be able to utilize his wrestling in this fight, I think he's gonna do a very good job. Yeah, so I'll go with Buakauskas on this one. Lochrain versus Hadley. Again, this is another situation where this guy's just way more put together. He's a lot more clean. If you watch his fights, he has clean striking, clean grappling. I'll go with Lochrain on this one, and a lot of people seem to agree. Molly McCann versus Bruna Brazil. I'm actually going with Molly McCann on this one to get like a knockout in round 2, because honestly, I think it's just aura. I think she just does really good with the British crowd, and she hasn't looked too bad in her last fight. Like these two, she's fighting wrestlers. She's not really good against wrestlers. She's not fighting a wrestler now. But do I think she should be minus 350? Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. So do I think you should bet on this one? Probably not. I don't think you should bet on this fight. Nathaniel Wood versus Pineda. I'm 100% going with Wood on this one. I don't know how, but once again, guys, there's a lot of situations here where there's just a guy who's just more put together. I think he's younger too. Yeah, he's way younger. So when I see a guy up and coming like this, he's younger, more physical. I'm always gonna pick the younger guy, but at minus 440, honestly, I might throw this guy on the parlay. Might throw this guy on the parlay with my boy Mick Parkin over here. So throw him on the parlay, him and Mick Parkin, and I'll show you who in the future. We'll see. Fucking lock it in a decision. Okay, this fight here, this is a juicy one. I think for sure Arnold Allen's winning. I don't see how Chikatsuke wins this fight. He's 5 years older. He's very good. Trust me, he's very, very good. But he's coming off a groin injury, 1 year layoff. And against Alex Caceres, like Chikatsuke should be outstriking Alex Caceres. He's a world-class kickboxer. Caceres, he was landing in some exchanges. He was doing pretty good. He wasn't doing bad. He was doing pretty good in some exchanges. Arnold Allen, although it seems 2 losses to Max Holloway and a close fight against Movsar Evloev, Arnold Allen has great grappling and very, very good striking in close. against Chikatsuke, that's what he really struggles against. Why he lost versus Cater was because Cater was pressuring, up close striking. Chikatsuke had nothing for that. Even if you watch some of his kickboxing fights, his only losses come, well, not his only losses, but most of his losses come from when a guy is up and close pressuring him. If Arnold Allen thinks he's going to play that range game with Chikatsuke, he's going to lose. But trust me, Arnold Allen is not going to play that game. He's going to come in like a bulldog and try to blitz through Chikatsuke. And if he does that, he will win. And I think he will win by a round 3 KO or a brutal decision because this guy is pretty durable. Now we have another fight where I don't know who's going to win. So I would just take the underdog in Gregory Rodriguez. But, I mean, he probably has a little bit of a better chance just because Gregory Rodriguez's chin is kind of going. But, damn, this is going to be a good fucking fight. I'm not going to lie, this is going to be a crazy fight. So I'm really looking forward to it. But, I mean, bro, it's RoboCop. Can't go wrong with RoboCop. But you can go wrong with RoboCop. This knockout I watched, I fucking had money on him on this one. But, yeah, you know, you never know at this point. Like, it could be one of those fights when we look back, we'll be like, oh, how did I not pick Christian Leroy Duncan? You know, or it could be one of those fights where it's like, oh, fraud checked. I don't know. I don't even have a read on this one, honestly, guys. Next, Bobby Green. They have it wrong. It's King Green versus Paddy the Batty Pimblett. I want to see this fucking guy kill him. I want to actually see him. I want to see Paddy Pimblett be the first man to die inside the octagon. I do not like Paddy Pimblett. Fuck, man. He fucking pisses me off. Listen, I'm picking Green by decision. He's way more technical. He's faster. Paddy Pimblett, once again, he strikes like this. He throws his chin up in the air every time he strikes. He's very, very hittable. I think like Paddy's either going to come out super strong in the first round and knock out King Green, or Mr. Green stays alive in the first round and he has insanely good cardio. I think this is over 1.5 rounds type of thing, but might be risky because Jim Miller cracked Bobby and he just got off that horrible knockout loss versus Turner. Listen, you know what? You can have a safety bet, Paddy Pimblett round 1 knockout. Because that's my only path to victory for Paddy. I only see him winning by round 1 knockout. So if he doesn't, Bobby Green decision. Maybe you could live bet it too. You could live bet it. You could have a little bet on Paddy Pimblett to round 1 knockout. If that doesn't happen, you bet Bobby Green. Money line or decision. Because I think Paddy doesn't take this shit seriously. He doesn't diet at all. He only diets during camp. You see him blow up like a balloon outside of camp. I don't respect him too much as a fighter. He doesn't really take this seriously. So I'm going to go with Mr. King Green. Next, the co-main event. Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blades. This is the other guy that's on my parlay. Tom Aspinall. He's for sure winning. He's going to win by round 1 knockout. Curtis Blades, okay, listen, I'm not going to say he doesn't have a chance of winning. If he sticks to the wrestling, he could win. But knowing Curtis Blades, he's going to try to strike with Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall is not some Houdini Alex Pereira striker, but he's very, very good. And him too, he leaves his chin up a little bit. But I don't think Curtis Blades is going to hit him. This could age very poorly. But I'm going to go with Tom Aspinall, round 1 KO. Not much to it. He's just better. And I think because of the people he's been training with some very, very good heavyweights. I think he's going to be able to handle Curtis Blades' wrestling. I don't think Curtis Blades is that good, honestly. Like Almeida was out grappling him until he made that stupid decision of just staying there while Curtis Blades was elbowing him. But had that not happened, he was getting dominated by Almeida. And I think Aspinall has pretty good jiu-jitsu as well. I've seen him do some pretty good stuff in the grappling department. But yeah, like this guy honestly owes us some fight time, but I don't think we're gonna get it. I think there's gonna be a round one or round two stoppage, and Aspinall is gonna be the winner. Now we have the last man on my parlay, Leon Edwards. We're taking him by decision. I think Bilal has like two finishes in the UFC. Two finishes. This man has three finishes in the UFC. This is not going to be a good fight. It might be a one-sided beating. Honestly, that's what it might be. But I think Leon Edwards is definitely winning, and I would say like over 3.5 rounds because these guys are not finishers. Leon has that one head kick knockout and that one what was it, like an 8-second knockout. Well, other than that, what does he have? I think he has one more knockout. Or he might have four finishes. But like, bro, this guy like shut up. Like always headshot dead. Bro, you knocked out Usman in a fight you were barely surviving in. Before that, you almost died to Nate Diaz. Like, bro, come on. Shut up. I mean, he's starting to get the aura, but I think this is gonna be an easy fight for him. I think it's a bad fight for Bilal stylistically, and I definitely think Leon Edwards is gonna win this fight. So, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for enjoying my breakdowns. Hopefully, you make some money. Let's go over. Actually, no. Before I end it, let's go over a couple of bets, just fast, that you could be placing. So, like I said, this guy Mick Parkin on the parlay. We're gonna do a parlay with them. Buakauskis. No, sorry. Lockrain. Not Buakauskis. We'll make a little side bet on Buakauskis, but he's not on the parlay. Woods. Aspinall and Edwards. Honestly, fuck it. I'm throwing Arnold Allen on the parlay too. So we'll do that. And we're going Bobby Green decision. Leon Edwards decision. Tom Aspinall under 2.5. We'll play it safe. We'll do under 2.5. Yeah, those are the plays, boys. Those are the plays. We're gonna make some fucking money tonight. Tomorrow night, sorry. Make some money, and that's it. See you.